All right, me famulem on a good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Depending upon who say you dey catch we from. Famulem, we don't come back for talk about things that we dey go on at the county. So as a result of that, I want to say boku boku thank you. So for the people them waiting at them first time this for joining the VOS network, me na Abdul Karim Kabo, the founder and CEO of VOS Network, the voice of Salone Network. Now we all own. Fambulem, some of una will be join last night's program. The main topic we want to say boku thank you to uh, Sister Fadima, Madam Fadima Savage, and also we own Professor Kutubu. Then talk about things them, the main topic, then talk about the high cost of living in Salone. And in addition to that, then talk about plenty other things them. But the thing we settle or we dominate the discussion yesterday now about corruption at Salone. So the corruption at Salone, we all as Sierra Leoneans them, we definitely, I don't feel say any Salone person deep down within them go say corruption or high in other country day. So regardless of whose political party, we'll not get indication about waiting they currently go on. But I go on for we spend some time for talk about waiting currently they go on rather than we decide for always play catch up. Let we try for stop up before it even happen. I mean corruption. So waiting at the top, the main topic for tonight. The main topic for tonight, according to a media source, the media source reports say the vice president of the APC party, when Minkailo Mansari, and be former minister, and now the vice chairman of the APC party. They waiting the lawyers that they call acquit. So of corruption charges, meaning that they don't get any evidence for Nilam. So the reason we make her bring this, because the current administration don't paint every APC Agbagba say they're corrupt. And Boku people them, then they go with that kind of idea, the mentality they. But even though Boku people them, they see like say corruption be obvious now the previous administration. But when it comes at the court of law, now waiting you will prove the evidence. So waiting make I they talk about this. I they spend small time for talk about them because it currently they happen now. Where the people then they we they take all waiting that they say for grant like a biblical truth, like a gospel truth. We need to try for say we push them like they're able to do something or clean up the system for prevent them from happening in the first place. We go wait till everything don't pass and we begin label them and we begin say this, begin say that. But the fact of the matter is, if we not get the evidence, the concrete evidence, how we go after the people here? So not to say Leoneans they lost, where we're not able to go after them because we not get sufficient evidence. Now the court of law for prove them guilty. So fambul them, and at that make they always advocate na this platform. And they say, and they appeal to me brothers and sisters them. Let we not wait till then come out day. Just like how it happen now. APC come out day under former President Koroma, and now they throw all kind of where President Koroma, former President Koroma come na power. What he say? He say plenty thing them way the current administration they say against a administration. Boku of the people away be they follow during the 10 day. Former President Koma, then call all kind name, we then just take power about the Kaba administration. How then corrupt, how then this, how then that, and even make commission of inquiry and later drop them and stuff. Then not be get sufficient evidence for nail anybody during the Kaba time. But yet they be accused them of corruption. So now the administration under former President Koma will be accused the Kaba government of corruption, and that same government will be pretend like say everything was fine and dandy, they're not corrupt, where they left the now government when under President Bio label the former administration under former President Koma, said then corrupt all kind names. But we the Sierra Leoneans them, we just they go with the flow. One government come, it say all sort of terrible things them about the previous administration. We believe them, we say all kind thing, and make them feel say they're not sent, they're not corrupt, or they're not go corrupt, or whatever it is. Then after we then come out there, then people away will be the pamper, will be the hail, will be the praise and all that. Now we for dumb back for them. Oh, then corrupt, then this, then that. Now make the country go before all Lentin and day. But the sitting administration, Boku people they say, oh, na Messiah, na this, na that, all kind fine name. I bet you if we not change the system, if we not make them difficult for like then go easily be corrupted, me fumble them where President be get for come out with the administration. The administration will get for come after that. Go talk the same thing. I bet you not. Say, oh, then corrupt, then this, then that, then that. But when they not power, instead of we ibampa them, we hold them accountable for lack they're able for minimize corruption. No, we they go after the previous, where we're not able to change the past. So wait to make I say all this. I say all this because if President Bio come out today, the next president where they come, if not to SLPP, and possibly if even a SLPP, but if for whatever reason that person there not they go, not they see eye to eye with President Bio now, where he come, himself go open some all them and tell we a lot about say corruption they be there than the previous administration. But the question now, how long we go deep at this? After then come out, we begin call the all kind names, and we not able get the money back, and the country don't go behind, so we fumble them. That's not the topic. So we see a big APC Agbagba. The High Court say they drop all the corruption charges against them. And now I want for you waiting on a take about that. It tell we say we're not able as of right now contain corruption at that country there. Because some people then they say, oh, let them go after them and wait and catch them and stuff. Then they go discourage other people them from corrupt and stuff. But if enough evidence not there, for go after the so-called people them where we all they feel say they corrupt. So how that the strategy for go after people them where they don't come out na power, how it they help we? And I go take una back to President Kaba, former President Kaba, may soul rest in peace. He go after NPRC, but it makes clear say NPRC be engaged in plenty corruption. It make them very clear. But because of peace sake, it say, okay, well, then go give them amnesty. But that no mean say NPRC not be corrupt. And if we take a step forward back NPRC, when they take over after when they overthrown Momo in regime, in administration. But people then jubilate. Say Momo corrupt, he this, he that, he terrible, they help the country. All sort of talk about Momo. We glad for NPRC. Phil say yes, they go push the country go before. NPRC then come, then do their own terrible things then. So Kaba come after them and he look at waiting their left, he say clearly nothing on the left now the coffer of the country. But for peace sake, he say let them go, let them left, let them give them amnesty, including now President Bill, and give them all amnesty. So meaning that, oh well, in the Kaba way he come in administration, he not go corrupt, he not go this, he go contain corruption. But what happen? After where he come out today, President Koroma, former President Koroma, accused the Kaba administration has been corrupt and go after them, say, for fight corruption. Where President Koroma be take over the first 1-2 years. Guess what? People and so, my goodness, he go run the country as a business. They go after, he make majiji as we go call on a Salone. He even sack 1 or 2 people for corruption. But after we commodity, now boku people oh, he corrupt, he this, he that, all sort of names. And now we they do the same thing. We not work for we. How we go continue for do the same, perform the same method. No result, but we still believe in her. We still believe, say, now for continue for go after the one that will be dead. Me fumble them, I they appeal to una now. And with this kind news, where we get, and I go read the article very shortly, for let una know, say, corruption fight, it is far from winning na Salone. Because them people here, as they left there, they're not big fool. They cannot clean up buckle of the evidence. If any go left they safe. So when you go after them, guess what? They go act for let you able prove anything. And now the court of law, now wait till you able prove. So the question now is, waiting on a take for the vice chairman of APC party, the acquittal of all corruption charges against him. Waiting on a take. So Fambulem, the other thing where I want for quickly, let we touch on before we dive proper by this topic. Now something where I go say a nice for we caution Sierra Leoneans them. And waiting at this thing now about the football fans them. We the football fans then as Salone, the way we behave that Liberia game, now Salone go suffer for that. And waiting now the situation now. If when I look at the topic, I just don't change them. The topic say FIFA order Sierra Leone for play their opening match against Lesotho in the 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifier in an empty stadium. What does that mean? It means say no supporters, no spectators do not go there, na that place there. Now part of the sanction where FIFA levied on Salone because of the misbehavior. So Fambulen, with this, I want for read, and again, as I say, we will come to the topic proper. I mean, the main topic. But for now, let we just throw a caution and let we explain to some people them we know about this news, about FIFA in reaction to that thing where we be do against Liberia, where they be go playing a Salone. So let I read a short article, but let read them, let people understand, say, anything where you do in our life, it get consequence. So we feel say, oh, we just show, say, Salone people elect football here and there. But guess what? It don't bring we now to that situation where then find we money, and at the same time, now we play as them, then get for play. Now we own hometown, then get for play with no supporter. Now they feel we for cheer them on. So revenue get for loss, and the momentum, that advantage for play at home, they not get forget them because they go play in an empty stadium where supporters do not go there. Let's read the article, Fambulem, and I want to encourage everybody for like a joining and let we share. And again, some people I want to apologize on behalf of VOS. About a week ago, Facebook put limitation on VOS, and because we post something where they say it go against one of their policies, so they put limitation, and because of that limitation, the Facebook not be the share we programs them, so una not be they get alert. So dear Fambulem, if una continue for observe, say una need to get alert, I go encourage una for click on the follow back, and una sort of click on the notification where anytime VOS come on, then go Facebook go notify una say VOS don't come. The reason we make it very important for we all come and rub multiple things them where they happen at Salone, because I strongly believe say if we do that, as we were not to politicians, we boku past the politicians them. If you check, look at the number within a parliament. And then you put the cabinet together, I mean the president, the ministers, they're all together. You put, and the judges, they're all together. When you put them all together, I don't believe say they go past 2,000. And waiting at the population of Salone, over 7 million. So if people where they run the country, where their number now like 2,000, so with the 7 million people, why we not go able for engage together, for let we come together and choose the right people, and if we put them there, because yes, we all they go through waiting and call buyer's remorse. When you don't buy something and you realize say not the right thing I buy, we all they go through that. So let we not beat ourselves up too much for where we put people when they serve we right. But the fact of the matter is we boku past them. So let we not continue for allow that few people in there for the brainwash we and push we country to a direction where me and you two we picking yet unborn. The picking old unborn, the one they wanna born it, go can suffer. For the limited people here, then few people here, the young greed, the young attitude, Fambulem. Now that appeal, our appeal. Now we put the party aside. The APC, SLPP and stuff, where you look. The main politicians, them, the career politicians, them, they're not boku, not that country there. So now me and you too, they use for like we turn against each other. So then go get their way. And remember now something where now all strategy. Divide and conquer. They divide me and you too. Because they want let it happen. Me and you too, that's not ideology. APC, SLPP, not just ideology. See that person, that you neighbor, as a brother or sister. As uncle, auntie, and cousin, and like I be there first them. We force them because now one party system, so you don't get no other way for say, oh, me another party, and put people them against each other. So you find out, say, politics, plenty of who will be they grow up, will not be they even know separating of politics. All where we they is, oh, they don't talks them, they don't go attack some villages and stuff like that. One particular candidate for one constituency versus the other candidates, they don't go fight and stuff. So now just violence will be the will be they come up. When you talk about politics, you attach violence. But we don't civilize. This is not the 21st century. We don't need for attach politics and violence. No, enough for go hand in hand. And the reason we make go hand in hand, now we get the answer for that. The answer to that. Because if we not agree for let politics and violence go hand in hand, you go see that neighbor as you good person. If it belong to, now when a multi-party, if it belong to another party, just take and say, una get difference in ideology. But one thing where we not for disagree with, so we all love Salone equally. Even the politicians them were crooked, plenty of them. I could say majority of them, very crooked. At the end of the day, then go still say na Salone them born. When you go deep down, they let them country. It just happens, say, they're selfish, then greed. Then they allow them for put the country first. But I don't believe, say, they don't like the country. They lock the country. So, me fambulem, let we read the article, and then we will come for, but again, I will take that back. Let I continue I will say the usual way where we dey do now, and waiting at the usual way, we dey welcome with people and force. And when we welcome them, then we continue with the program because we need for acknowledge them. And remember, Salone, now everybody own. Salone now we all own. So because Salone now we all own, we all for engage and push Mama Salone go before. So I want to take this opportunity for say boku tenki and for appeal to the people that we don't join with. And I want for say particular tenki to Alfred Bette. So Alfred BT, thank you so much. You say, oh, not so fast. There are talks of an appeal by the prosecutor. Well, we just get for talk about waiting at the current state. I definitely know, and I will read the comment, but guess what? Appeal now another process. But for right now, we get for go by the judgment. If the judgment overturn, that's not completely different something. So we will discuss them as is right now. So tendency they say, then go win the appeal or then go lose the appeal. But because of they don't pass the judgment, let we assess the judgment as is right now, my brother. So now that's exactly how they do. And I'm aware, and as I say, I go read the comment, the article itself. So let we all get clear understanding as to what in the article say. So yes, I'm very much aware of that, Brother Alfred. And I want to say boku thank you to Edie Grant. Thank you so much. You say good evening, everyone. And we brother, yes. And I want to say boku thank you to we own brother, we na brother Suma Abdullah. And thank you so much as a top VOS fan. I want to say boku thank you to you. And for where you join with. So I want to say again, boku thank you to Bilo Njar. Jalo, thank you so much for where you join with. And we own sister, sister Abibatu Kamara. Thank you so much for where you join with tonight. So Fambulem, let we go now and see the about this soccer situation. Let we able for read and people understand exactly what they talk about. And again, this now about the soccer for people that we just join we, and the discussion now for see how waiting FIFA do the consequence of we action we will be do. So Fambulem, this now from BBC Sport, and waiting at the headline. The headlines say FIFA orders Sierra Leone to play Lesotho behind closed doors. And closed doors mean, say, no spectator, no good. So Sierra Leone have been ordered by FIFA to play their next official match behind closed doors following a number of incidents linked to the 2022 World Cup qualifier against Liberia last month. The article continues for say, in a statement, FIFA said it found Sierra Leone's Football Association guilty of breaching its security code after incidents including the invasion of the field of play, the throwing of objects, and a lack of order or discipline observed in and around the stadium. Sierra Leone's FA has also been fined $50,000 following the preliminary round return leg in Freetown on 8th September, which Sierra Leone won 1-0 but were eliminated 3-2 on aggregate. Of course, plenty of una know that story there. Say Liberia beat we, but wetin can happen now? Liberia they lay complain and FIFA charge we, then fine we $50,000. We they talk about the country no get money and unnecessarily FIFA don't charge we for the bad behavior way some Sierra Leoneans then put. The sanctions mean that the Leone Stars will lock arms with Lesotho for their opening match in the 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifiers in an empty stadium next month. So just as I explained, the Liberia FA complained to FIFA that their players had been pelted with objects which they claimed had forced them to call off a training session before the match. So we all, before the game, we be sure that and we be condemn that. So then they complain to FIFA and FIFA do it in and do so. So two other African countries, the Gambia and Sudan, have also been sanctioned by FIFA and waiting at their own sanction. Both were also found guilty of security lapses when they hosted Angola and Chad respectively in the same World Cup preliminary round qualifiers last month. The Gambia FA has been fined $10,000, while Sudan's governing body has received a fine of $30,000. So Fambulem, now the issue that we then find Salone, the reason for we then find Sierra Leone, the FA, that's the Football Association of Salone, then fine we $50,000. And that fine we get for pay them, but in addition to the fine, it get for cost to a lot more. Because now where they say, well, they play in a Salone against Lesotho, this game, by the way, get for happen November. So depending upon the coverage, hopefully we go show them live na VOS. But where would they play? We'll get for play Lesotho November. The stadium get for empty. No Salone supporters not get for day for cheer with team on. Even though we're in our country, we're not for able for cheer them on. And remember, not only for boost the support of the team, but when you look back, we get for lost revenue. Because we all know, say, people get for paying a gate for going inside, and some of them money, the FA, they able use per boku other things them where they need money for. So that money there, that revenue there, they get for loss them also because of the attitude. And we know, say, with all fairness, not to Africa no more this they happen. We don't see in Europe. The ban team, we don't see the fine country, we don't see boku of them here. But the fact of the matter is FIFA they try so hard for let violence come up from the sport. Because the sport it promotes peace. Now peaceful sport. So let people show them talent na the field. We don't need for use violence and say we vex and stuff. When you vex, just cool down. Now get the speed. Get the game speed. And when you lose, that's fine. A part of the game. You get for win or loss. Or lose. So again, Fambulem Dia, where we come off from this sanction, let this teach we a lesson. So we not for take the law in our hands. We not for do any kind thing where we upset, where we not like. For say because we not like A, B, C, we go fet. We go pull up at them. No, that in a barbaric act. That in a long term kind of way. And long term self, we all know say some thinking there when you do that thing and then you they hurt the person where you know we even expect. Like when you did throw a stone. When you throw a stone, you they boss somebody head where you not be feel where you not send the stone for self. So dear me fambulem, let we use this for caution with self. And that's the thing way I want for like people really realize. And what we go do, we go take a quick commercial break and I go come back with the main story proper and then open the phone line for let we discuss them. In the meantime, fambulem, let we share as I go encourage you now for let we share and let people come, let we discuss this important issue. I want for tell una boku thank you, una stay tuned, we will come right back after this commercial break.
You can be my brother. You can be my friend.
Have you been looking for a place to get quality education but don't know how or where? Canadian College of Modern Technology, situated at 1 Silicon Hills, Mile 91, opposite former Camp Charlie, is the right place for you. Canadian College of Modern Technology, an affiliate of Jala University, is a fully accredited college with a Tertiary Education Commission (TEC) and a National Commission for Technical, Vocational and Other Academic Awards (NCTVA). We provide world-class tertiary education in computer science, business administration, mass communication, business information technology, Microsoft Server Administration, networking, database administration, building and construction, and other professional courses. Apart from its conducive environment, which makes it suitable for learning, Canadian College of Modern Technology is proud of its experienced local and international staffs. Come and experience a transformational learning environment, fully equipped with CCTV cameras, a world-class electronic library with the latest iMac computers for collaborative learning and research, and access to high-speed internet service throughout the campus. And guess what? Canadian College of Modern Technology is the first college in Sierra Leone to operate the first educational purpose-only television and radio station for its mass communication students. Come and be part of this historic experience. We have reserved a space for you. You want to know more? CCMC provides 24 hours electricity from a solar harvest power supply system with a backup generator. This highly secure campus also have a canteen, student hostels with clean pipe-borne water. Canadian College offers many more amenities for our students to help make learning a good experience. For more information, contact us on these numbers: 079 630 407 or 099 140 208. If you want to succeed, Canadian College will exceed your expectations. Canadian College of Modern Technology, a place where career begins.
All right, Fambulema for Sepoku Tenki, and welcome back to VOS Network and Fambulem. This na Abdukarim Kagbo, and again on the watch live VOS Network, and for make sure say we able for reach the people again we encourage you for let share and we basically talk about things that way they go on in the country. So Fambulem again, as we be say, we promise say let we all come and talk about the situation, and this not going to be a very long broadcast tonight. So let we show una now the article, and let we take time for read the article so we'll make sense of it and what it mean, what it say, what it una your take. All that we want for know as we read the article. So Fambulem, una stay tuned and we will read the article. Let I pull them up. So this is not the article we want to talk about. And this article again want for say boku thank you to Sierra Leone Telegraph. And the Telegraph, the article, now actually yesterday, article in October the 13th, and the article say former Mines Minister and Vice Chairman of Opposition APC acquitted of corruption charges. So on a see in picture na ya, and so Let I read not a long article this, so for let people able understand. I know say some people that we don't talk say well enough for they read the entire article, but we don't want and the person say, oh well, Lord just this, Lord summarize the article. But when you look where we do that, some people are going to accuse we as well, say we don't left something out. So as a result, let we patient and let we able understand the full story of this particular article within they say, so we go able to get a better understanding and also give we take in a better way. So Fambulem, where on a look now na the screen, according to this article, according to the Sierra Leone Telegraph, they say Sierra Leone's former Minister of Mines, who is also the current Deputy Chairman of the opposition All People's Congress Party, Minkailu Mansere, was last Friday, that's this past Friday, discharged of all counts of corruption offences by High Court Judge Justice Reginald Sidney Film after a no-case submission on his behalf was upheld. So this again for people in way they follow this now something way boku charges where they belay against Mr. Minkailu Mansare. I go say Honorable Minkailu Mansare because he don't serve as deputy minister, and we need anybody both SLPP, APC, we don't serve that country they then deserve for be called honorable. So and again we don't make correction here at one point where the person say, oh if I be former honorable, no, honorable not be former. You go be honorable and then the former come after where you don't use the honorable. So that's not the right way for assess. I mean for call them. So and the article continue now for say, but the trial dubbed the Archgate corruption trial continues with the country's former Vice President Victor Bokari Faure and two others accused of corruption. So this now the charges them first way make, but other one, the trial for the Archgate, as we all be know, that one they indefinitely will continue. And the article continue for say, after the acquittal of the former mines minister, the the Anti-Corruption Commission said it will review the ruling of the judge to determine whether further steps were necessary to bring the former minister to account for the alleged corruption charges. So again, as usual, this is not the usual case, plenty time where you know the loss of prosecution or you know the prosecution side, or they call them prosecutor, as we brothers say, una they bring the case against somebody, in this case, in this situation, now against Honorable Minkailu Mansare. So then bring the case and accuse them, because an accusation of all them charges them, corruption charges here and there. So the judge look at everything and say, no, this is not sufficient for nail this person. But now, according to this article, the anti-corruption say that they look into the ruling and see what they go do next. So the article continue for saying, in July 2018, former Minister of Mines Minkailu Mansare, that's not a picture, along with the former Vice President Victor Bokari Faure of the Kuruma-led APC government, were arrested by police on corruption charges. And then they be make a whole lot of round in our social media where they be arrest them. We all be aware of that last year. So it continue for say their arrest came after High Court hearing was filed in relations to allegations of misappropriation of funds meant to support the 2016 Hajj pilgrims, many of whom were left stranded at Lunge Airport, unable to pursue their only pilgrimage to Mecca. And we all been know say during that time na be terrible thing. Now something where no Sierra Leonean not for proud of. Where people that don't spend their money in a holy month, they don't get all necessary hope. Say they go arch, then all of a sudden, then at Lunge Airport, they're not able to do the tip, and then they sort of they stranded and all that stuff. Then they so clearly this not something where boku majority of Sierra Leoneans them be found unacceptable. Say it be shameful, it disgraceful, and it not be give a good impression of the administration, the entire Koroma administration during that for that particular situation, that particular Hajj issue day. So Boku Sierra Leoneans them, I go rightfully say majority of Sierra Leoneans them not be happy with that kind treatment of them people that will be supposed for go Mecca. So this some of the case where they lay against them, say they now put the again according to then kind case here, we will always treat them as allegation, because until they found them, they find them guilty before we go say yes, they're corrupt or whatnot. So not allegation, but the allegation where them levied against them, say all them things here in terms of the Hajj gate. But the article continue now, my brothers and sisters, for talk about this particular ruling. And the articles say former Vice President Ford denied receiving $80,000 from the Hajj committee, which he described as insult to his personality. And we all know say politicians them most times na so can they say we even if they do them until the court prove them otherwise, prove them guilty, then go always talk about personality, talk about prestige, talk about a lot of things them way me and you two go definitely ask say they're innocent, but no, until otherwise we'll always identity. So the article continues to say, however, he accepted receiving $60,000 from one Ibrahim Faki Conte, that's the fifth defendant, who was introduced to him by the former president, but later asked the fifth defendant to return the said money to the Anti-Corruption Commission. So again, this is self-explanatory. Say the person way it be safe or make the money. So it deny the 80,000, but the 60,000 it say yes, and it say ask the person we now the fifth defendant for let he return the money to the ACC. And it continue. The article continue now. Say the country's anti-graft, so that's now the anti-corruption body, alleged that 80,000 United States dollars were missing, in which 6 previous government officials, including former Vice President Fo and former Mines Minister Minkailu Mansere, are accused of conspiring to commit corruption offense contrary to the ACC Act of 2008. So this not just for talk about the allegation where they be levied against them. And it continue for say Victor Fo, supervisor of the Hajj committee, Minkailu Mansare, chairman of the Hajj executive, so that they make them post now Hajj executive committee, and Sheikha Sahid Kamara, special assistant to former President Koroma and secretary of the Hajj committee. Again, they just named the Mohammed Aliba, former Minister of State in the office of the Vice President, Ibrahim Fakir Conte, and Abu Bakar Keru, former Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, were all brought before the court in August 2018 on 8-count charges of conspiracy to commit a corruption offense, misappropriation of public funds, and engaging in a project without prior planning. And this not just waiting Boku people know about the Aj case. And it continued to say in October 2018, Ibrahim Sise, accountant of the Ministry of Social Welfare. But anyways, all this now about the Aj Gate issue. But Naya, I just want for basically conclude, say having so this not just the conclusion now with the time for reach Naya. Having approved the disbursement of 314,000 US dollars to the Aj Committee, the witness revealed that he was surprised to know that the money was withdrawn from a different account to that which he had earlier approved. The case involving former Vice President Fo and other continues. So for the Aj Gate, that we definitely don't see him. But the fact of the matter here is, where a judge, High Court judge, say, well, if I go free, they not see any case now. Yeah. So waiting they tell we, waiting now na you take fumble them in terms of this particular story. Because again, you know, na Salone, one thing we Mickey always say now this program, and plenty of na go agree, say na some na position where I always don't say. Yes, we definitely vex. We people them, particularly the politicians them, go always find way for embezzle the country money. Plenty of them. But the fact of the matter is, if we not put system in place, we go prevent them for do that easily. My brothers and sisters them, like how do they say when they cry over spilled milk? And then people are, if even them found them guilty, guess what? What if they not get that kind of money again? The money where they thief, if at all the country proves say yes, then thief that money they not get them. So what you go do then? We jail them, the money go come, and so waiting we need for do fumble them. We just need for put measures them in place. We go prevent that from happening in the first place. So again, the phone lines they're open. So we will encourage una for una call. We waiting una get for say, and as I say, this not gonna be a long program because you know we still they try for share, and also probably in the next 2-3 days we will start now the program proper because of the issue where we get with Facebook. And even though they will say they're going to lift the ban tonight, but we not see indications say they don't lift the limitation on we account. So fumble them, let we take another quick break. I go come and therefore conclude this program. In the meantime, while we run the ad, if any calls come, we go take the calls them. But let we just take a quick commercial break and we'll come right back and therefore conclude the program. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Cotton Tree Pharmacy is your new trusted provider of pharmacy services in Sierra Leone. You can count on Cotton Tree Pharmacy for genuine quality brand name and generic medicines. Guaranteed refills for prescriptions issued by doctors in Sierra Leone or abroad. Door-to-door medication delivery service in Freetown and beyond. Free health education. Have you heard about our Diaspora Medicine Connect? With Cotton Tree Pharmacy's Diaspora Medicine Connect, anyone can pay for your prescription online. Bring your prescription to 17 Pademba Road. Collect an invoice. Send your invoice to your sponsor in the diaspora. Your sponsor pays for your prescription online. We deliver your medication to you. For quality prescription and medications, visit Cotton Tree Pharmacy at 17 Pademba Road in Freetown. Have questions? Call our pharmacist on WhatsApp at 030-611-664 or visit our website at www.cottontreemedicalgroup.com. Come to Cotton Tree Pharmacy. We are ready to fill your next prescription.
All right, fumble them. I want to say boku thank you again to the people that we don't join we. that we go back and welcome more people that we don't join we. And for the people that we don't join we did talk about a decision, a ruling we a High Court judge be make in favor of the vice chairman of APC party, we na Honorable Minkailu Mansaye, and we basically while we sort of they welcome people them on a cable call we are waiting on a get for say on this particular issue. So in the meantime we continue for welcome the people that we don't join we and want for say special thank you and welcome to we own Ashim Williams. Thank you so much for we join we, and Ibrahim Bari. Thank you. It's a lesson that they'll learn from. Hopefully, and one for say boku boku thank you to Bangura Sulaiman. Thank you. Say hi to all my beautiful Salone family in VOS. Thank you so much. And one for say boku boku thank you to we own brother Musa Kagbo. Thank you so much. And to we own sister Sister Bendu. Thank you so much, Madam Bendu Kamara, for where you join us always. And it say prevention is better than cure. Absolutely. Thank you so much for where you join we. And again, Fambulem, as I they go through the research, we always they talk about corruption. I want to share with Una another case where that case they involve, I will say, the three last governments them. For the most part, it gets some involvement with the Kaba government and then the Kuruma government and now the BO government. This now a case where I believe say Boku Sierra Leoneans them don't relate to one way or the other. So now case about one with sister we but anyways I go show una and I go read them and una forgive me way I read Boku Boku Naya, but I can want to let people able fully understand the picture. So this now another case where I go want for like we rob Motpa because now something we still they go on at the country. It don't tell where they go on, but you know stop. It's still they go on. So this now last show now the issue, I mean the case, now from Sierra Express Media, and the case where we pick up now, na case where it involve one with sister Miss my okay yeah, sorry, I get distracted there. So this the thing they talk about injustice, like injustice in Sierra Leone, so against this with sister, and this is something we I want for like we all try for understand yeah. So let we and this now with sister. So with sister Meziga, and within the story, so it say it is no okay. Let me make it a little bit bigger, so we all go to see and clearly now. Yeah. So the case, it is no gainsaying that in Sierra Leone today, justice most times comes on the basis of highest bidder takes it all. So meaning that people can always use money and would they pay more and they get justice. And it continues to say this status quo continues to be maintained by the successive governments whereby citizens continue to suffer injustice simply because they cannot afford to pay the cost of getting justice from a system infested with orders from above mentality. And this is something we would only say severally in our VOS, where even to the police themselves, where they make, they say, oh, I get order from the above, so none of the above. others from the above. So not to just this administration, the previous administrations them. So let we able for understand this case, and then we go able for make sense of how we can able tackle them as a country. So it continue for say most times Sierra Leonean citizens are being subjected to several injustices in the hands of foreign nationals, either as a result of others from the above or using money to bribe their ways out of justice. And this na something where I go say na syndrome na Salone, where we all they face this thing where it come to situation where you get a case against let's say foreigner, and plenty time the foreigner then can bribe, and the next thing you know is the justice don't lean in their favor. So this naim we sister really undergo na ya. So we just want for bring and come to our attention. So according to the case now, a case in point is that Miss Annie Mexiga, a young Sierra Leonean national who for over 6 years now continues to suffer injustice in the hands of a Guinean national, Kelfala P. Camara, the CEO of Guicopris, a construction company based in Sierra Leone in connivance with selfish political leaders in the past and present administration. Fambulela just read them for now slowly, so that they kind of put together now this case for let we fully understand this case. A case in point is that of Miss Annie Mexiga, a young Sierra Leonean national who for over 6 years now continues to suffer injustice in the hands of a Guinean national, Kelfala P. Camara, the CEO of Gucopris, a construction company based in Sierra Leone, in connivance with selfish political leaders in the past and present administrations. So it continue now for sets the stage for let we understand what happened. And according to investigations mounted by Sierra Express Media, Miss Mexiga is the lawful owner of a parcel of land situated at Lumley Beach, which was given to her courtesy of the late President Hamed Tijan Kaba to build a youth center. Fambulemuna gets this so for build a youth center. Former late President Kaba give this woman say let it build a youth center. So the administration of President Kaba, this woman gets this land. And immediately after, Miss Mexiga began the development of the said land, where she started putting structures and paying her annual lease to the Ministry of Tourism and the National Tourist Board. So this woman they pay in lease as anybody the law abiding citizen for do. So they say things were going on smoothly until Gucopres allegedly came in and used money to infiltrate top officials at the Tourism Ministry and the National Tourist Board during the past All People's Congress administration for possession of the same parcel of land they already knew was Miss Mexiga's. So what did they say now? This woman, this we sister, we Miss Mexiga, Annie Mexiga, gets the land and they pay in fee every year to the Ministry of Tourism, and all of a sudden now, a construction company from Guinea come and use money to take that same land. So that's not the case. But let me see how things happen, where I really want for let we pay particular attention, because something happened as I be read them today where really shocked me. So then the article continues for say, having received huge sum of money and other gifts from Gucopris allegedly, the ministry and the NTB became desperate to take possession of the land from Miss Mexica on the grounds that she did not develop it within the stipulated time frame, an allegation Miss Mexica denied vehemently. So see, then try for use excuse, so then go take the land now this lady in hand. So the Ministry of Tourism use the excuse, say, oh, because the woman not developed the land within a particular time within game. So me family wanna take note too. But the woman denied that. And this now during the APC time, I want for sort of remind you now, this part where they read for us, now during the APC time, all this saga be they go on. But the interesting part is the problem be solved, this administration be able to solve the problem, and una go see, let we read further and let we realize a shocking revelation here. So the article continues for say the battle for possession of the said land continued until the APC was voted out of power in March 2018. So then they're very clear. So the battle continued. And now, with the new direction government of President Bill, which promised to give justice to all that at the aim of affairs, it was the hope of many citizens, especially the would-be beneficiary of the proposed ultra-modern purpose youth skill training and recreation counseling center, which Miss Mexica was constructing, that she would finally get a justice. What in this mean? It means say all waiting this we sister go through. The fact of the matter here is it be the hope say where the new administration come, then go able look into in case, and this for Bill a youth recreation training center, when a very, very important center that one day for we youth them. So you look at the importance of the project where then for able for come to this lady in rescue. So now the question is the new direction. They be able within APC don't come and make people realize say they don't handle well. Corruption be involved. The new administration it come for correct that corrupt practices. Let we able read through for let we get the answer to that. So the article continue for say, but like during the APC, the SLPP seems to be perfecting the evils of the APC by continuing to subject the young lady to gross injustice as a result of money being splashed on them. And this now allegation allegedly. So the article continues to say, while the matter is still in court, Jukopris, as with the alleged backing of VP Julde Jallo, First Lady, and other top officials in the SLPP government, started construction on the disputed land and is presently moving in building materials to forcefully take over the land, even though, now decide this one I want for now on the line, even though Justice Alan Holloway had ordered for the reinstatement of Miss Mexica's illegally demolished building that was on site. Let's read this part again so una go able for really understand say we country corruption a day big time. The past and present administration all corrupt. Let I read this part again. While the matter is still in court, Jukopris has, with the alleged backing Again, allegation there, but backing of VP Julde Jallo, First Lady, and other top officials in the SLPP government, started construction on the disputed land and is presently moving in building materials to forcefully take over the land, even though Justice Alan Holloway had ordered for the reinstatement of Miss Mexiger's illegally demolished building that was on site. And let us conclude, Naya. Despite, that's the last paragraph, Naya, despite the blatant disregard for the country's High Court by Jukopris, nothing seems to be done about it because of the alleged support from those at the top who are believed to be given preference to foreigners at the expense of their own citizen. Something that can never happen in anywhere in the world. So I go read that last part. Despite the blatant disregard for the country's High Court by Jukopris, nothing seems to be done about it because of the alleged support from those at the top who are believed to be given preference to foreigners at the expense of their own citizen. Something that can never happen anywhere in the world. This story, this article now by Ibrahim Alusain Kamara. So fumble them, the things them way I want for we basically touch Naya on a member. Now them place here, and the people that were in the US and also the one that were outside of US, but they follow US politics, where High Court or any court for that matter don't pass judgment, you get for obey that judgment day. So you go appeal them, and then during the appeal process you appeal probably higher court or whatever it is. And then until another court will get higher power authority overturn that decision day, you get for respect the decision of any court, not the diaspora. But imagine a high court judge don't pass verdict, don't pass judgment, and say, let them reinstate that woman in place. Let them build back the structure where be done dead before then demolish them and then kaput the place. But this construction company from Guinea, according to allegation, they say the vice president, the current vice president, the first lady, and top SLPP folks them, they support this construction company. And now the construction company don't go ahead. So meaning that then disregard the judge in ruling. Remember, now we country. Disregard, if at all the woman no be get any ruling in the favor, then a court and stuff. And even at that, if we respect we court system, we case then a court and then say you for hold off for do anything at the land, you get for hold off. You know, they crest for do that kind of thing in the advanced country. But we in Salone disrespect we constitution because the constitution give the court the mandate for like anything and then judgment for sustain and judgment for all water. But guess what? This one now, this particular company, construction company, they tell the average Salone person say, now foreigners them the same mentality where we they take foreigners them above we own citizens them. Now developed countries, you know, that's not even happen. It never happen. And even job, for example, Where government, they look for people them for hire, and they always give preference first to their citizens. If the citizens them not get the proper qualification for that job day, then they look at immigrants them, the people that will get permanent resident status. If then they're not able to get qualified people then within that particular category day, then they look outside of them two categories then they. But the first preference, they go to their citizens. So this, even when the court don't rule in favor of we sister and the Mexican, then this company continue for build na the site and move things them. So my brothers and sisters, una see how deep we country be. So people them where they use APC, SLPP, and not come per party at all. The fact of the matter is, we politicians them, the first thing first, they're all, okay, I'm not generalizing, but most of them, then get that inferiority complex per foreigner. To them, anything foreign, a better pass Salone person. Anything, any foreigner, better pass Salone person. We then say Sierra Leoneans them. But that mentality, say them for give preference to foreigner. Even where this with sister, don't get this land, don't they pay for them, and now it don't get ruling in favor from High Court. Then still say, this person will continue, it defer the court ruling, and then proceed for work na that land day. What kind of disrespect way past that? Disrespect in twofold. One, disrespect with Salone sister, and now disrespect with court for let it proceed. But the fact of the matter is, and at this we they always say, the judiciary needs an overhaul. We need for restructure the judiciary in a way that they will come off from politics. If the judiciary be independent, the president self not get the power for overturn within the judiciary don't say. It go pardon for somebody because the constitution give that mandate there. Say you go beg on behalf of yourself, the office as president, but you get for allow the process. They don't find the person guilty, and then you can beg for him and free him. That's not the process. But for say where they don't say this, then a politician overturn that, or a politician using influence. Somebody will feel say get the backing of politician for disregard or disrespect a ruling by a court, high court for that matters. So me fambulem, I just want to appeal to una say, where some of una they feel say Salone is all about APC and SLPP. This na another example. Say Salone it is beyond APC, it is beyond SLPP. Salone, if we all not tighten with seatbelt, if we all not come together and put that country back on track, my brothers and sisters, Salone, we get a long, long way to go. We need to step up and say enough, it's enough. Against the politicians, against corruption. You know, not just the slogan, oh, Lord, fight corruption, Lord, with this. No. Look like this. It's very, very clear. This will just read. I want to know what you think. Let me go back to the comment section and want for continue for say thank you so much to Sister Bendu for where you join we, and Madam Bendu, they say I don't believe in retrieving 1 million after someone has taken 10 million. And one for say boku thank you to Madam Fadima Savage. Thank you so much. And Madam Bendu, they say, where there is a syndicate of corruption, there will be no justice. All these institutions are corrupted. Boku people ain't gonna agree with you, Madam Bendu, for that. And thank you again. You say the biggest bidder wins, regardless of the party. And at that, I want for really draw to people attention here. Say, let we know they use them party for confuse with self. Because the politicians, them all, it's all about their own pocket, regardless of whose party then they. And I want to say boku thank you to we brother, we the GM, Medtayo, thank you for we join we. And Madam Bendu, they continue to say politicians are always doing these types of things with no shame, and yet still they are talking about fighting corruption. Mr. CEO, it is all about money, absolutely. And one for say boku thank you to we brother Richard Gauger. Thank you so much for we join with tonight. And he said the writer of the article did not do justice to us, the reader, as he continued to say alleged. Almost throughout the article, the guy should have carried out proper research. He himself is not certain about his own allegations. Well, I go kind of talk a little bit on that. Brother Richard, we case in a court. Now allegation you get for 3 term. But you find out, say, one thing where it make clear is the ruling from the High Court. It make it clear. Say the High Court, the rule on the case, and say for reinstate the demolished bill structure. It make it clear on the article. And the other thing where, use allege or allegation, say the company, currently they put up structure, they're moving building materials. So that one they certain about it. But go able prove a relationship where the VP and the First Lady and other top SLPP people give to this company. Go able prove them. Because if even go, the only thing where I go agree with you there is for if we don't make effort for reach out to the VP and the First Lady and the top officials them where he believes say allegedly involved and ask them for interview, ask for their own take on it. If then deny the interview, they're not taking calls and stuff, and report them, say okay, well, attempt for reach out to the VP and the First Lady for ask them if this allegation are true, but then decline. Now that way they, if we don't nail them. But the thing where I really want for let we emphasize now is, like I say, even the APC, the previous administration, self now allegation and stuff. But the fact of the matter is, even where the court don't rule, for like a foreign company get the audacity after where a court don't rule, say them for stop work and let them also return or let them build back the structure where then demolish. But yet they don't do anything. So on that side I really want for to emphasize the kind disregard for we law, the kind disregard for we institution, where in this case now the court and High Court. We all know say the High Court, now any court safe supposed to be highly respected. Say aliens them, I don't feel say somebody with no influence go get mine for do within that company they do. So again, allegation. So yes, the person get for say alleged, because if even in interview the VP deny, it go still say the allegation, the levied allegation against the VP say in undid, but where we ask I deny. Now so you still get for put them. but you go still say, then accuse them. So, but where it go further now, then if the woman take lawyer or the country it go through legal aid or whichever way, then the lawyer now go try for bring this to the court and say, well, then get allegation against the VP, the First Lady, and other top SLBB officials them, and then the court can say, well, let them come for testify. Say, okay, well, then can be witness to the case. So I really understand your point, but clearly the way we then disregard the court, then they're troubling, then they speaks volume. Anyway, thank you so much again, Sister Bendu, for your comment, and say Sierra Leoneans have no right when it comes to corruption, sadly enough. And my sister, let we work hard for try for change this. Let we not accept them as with faith. Salone, big pass, everybody. And the one for say boku boku thank you to my sister Abi Kamara. Thank you so much for joining we. It's I think the president should help the Lord to develop in the place. Okay. One for say boku thank you again. Madam Bendu, they say all the institutions need an overall. Absolutely, plenty of them, if not all. Plenty of them. And Abi, they say, let us pray for Mama Salone, Sierra Leone. Please, Allah, continue to help our beloved country. And thank you so much, Sister Martha Bangura, for joining we. And Brother Richard, thank you again for joining we. And Madam Medu, they say, let us come together as Sierra Leoneans to sound off. Our voices in number will make a difference. Absolutely. Absolutely, 100% agree with our session there. Madam Bendu, one thing where I go say very clearly, if we know blindly they go against each other in the wrong way, and politicians are not able we? Absolutely not. Now we take US, you know, some people then go tired and go vex for where we they always say US, but US politics, plenty people in they follow US politics. Donald Trump, during the time where in party, the party where they represent, the Republicans, where they be get both houses, that in tax return, it not be go nowhere. I complain here and there. But now where another party don't take over the house as in a form of a majority, and another good example where Salone, people if we able to see, say where the people who don't speak, say they want let the majority be this party, you need a fair no strategy. No UQ and stuff for overturn the people's mandate in a way not democratic. You need to do that. So the American people they speak loud and clear during the midterm election, as they can call them. They say, well, no, the president we at the executive branch, and you get the Senate where now the upper chamber, as they go say now UK of the legislature, and you get the House of Commons, the Congress, where now the lower chamber, all be Republican. So the American people and they do that during Obama in time as well. So they say no, let we restructure. Let we give the Congress now to the Democrat. So where it change, we see now Donald Trump, President Trump, the way where they talk, and not be again as, people, the Americans, they want to forgive me. But that aggressive and arrogant way they talk, it don't limit, it don't reduce. So now it a fight for a job. And that's not the beauty of democracy. Let one person feel say they're above the law. As Donald Trump, they feel. But now that tax return will be the 13 people them say if they go after them, even the bank at one point, the 13 the bank, one of the banks, say if any reason it go sue them for release any of in business in dealings with them. So now a court don't say if for hand them over to Congress, to a committee where they investigate them. Because with the tax return, then we will see waiting and waiting who side it deal with and waiting it claim, and with that it will help with investigation. For able to see if they can able tie them together with plenty of the allegations them again allegation. Plenty of the allegations they would have done levied on them or against them. So that's not the beauty of democracy. And I saw the legislature for work. The legislature supposed for all the president and the executive accountable. But Salone, my goodness, Parliament didn't do anything. Even though the Constitution gave them the mandate, I bet you they got scared for call President Bill and ask a question, or even somebody within the President Bill office and ask a question, then go scared. Why? Unable to understand. Because the Constitution don't give them the mandate. Say them for be an oversight institution. Now then suppose for help and make sure say people then do the right thing. All people are accountable. Ask questions. But we own organs of government. Then just they look the judiciary, for example. If the judiciary be the function, the way how it for indeed function, like where the court don't pass order, they don't pass judgment, that man make that kind of thing there. The next day or two, bailiff them, go na the place, tape the place, and arrest them for trespassing. Because the court don't pass a verdict or don't pass judgment, say not to then get that place there, now that lady and get the place. But guess what? With the orders from above, the Yuki in our country, you mistake do that the next time because of maybe the Constitution now give the executive right for pull them day, the next time you go say the person don't die. Or you go say thugs then go attacking us in wealth, in this and that. All that in there. Because corruption, they be a breed for corruption at the country. Then we they talk pantap. Oh, we they fight corruption and go this, then go that. But the system itself is rotten. So how you go just fight corruption at the top? I mean pantap. You need for go to the bottom of it. The thing where they cause the corruption. Where me and you to the ordinary man, definitely, if we see say, then deal with somebody like that kind foreigner, regardless of whose influence now you get with vice president or first lady, the court deal with them. The law better. The vice president, the first lady, themselves go scared now for show them face. If things then they work properly. And some of them again where they follow the American politics, the lawyer where Donald Trump beget, he don't go jail, and the one way he gets now when former mayor of New York, Giuliani, right now himself don't take lawyer for defending himself. When I see how democracy they work, remember somebody where they talk eye to eye, where represent the president. Now he don't take lawyer for defend himself, for defend him. Let you see no more. Yes, corruption in America, corruption in everywhere, as some people, as we go say, we believe. But that way where it did, that orders from above, that way where they feel say the executive for they above the law. Let me fumble them. If we continue for they do this, and then we still, but they say by God in power, God no get for candong, and then rescue we country. Now we get for tower and choose the right people them and say enough is enough. and let them fix the institutions here. If they don't fix the institutions here, my brothers and sisters, this corruption fight, not just empty words, as we don't see. But anyway, the case against Honorable Minkailu Mansaye, when the former Minister of Mines, and now the the Vice Chairman for the APC party, where they acquit him and of corruption charges. Yes, we go again. Now that's so it work. Where they say, okay, well, do not see any evidence, compelling evidence against them, so the left hand is set and free. Guess what? The prosecutor, they go back now the drawing board because we get court of appeal. Therefore, go appeal the case and stuff. That's not the process. But the fact of the matter now is me fumble them. Them people here, if we say we wait, they like out, but cool people and they say, oh well, they wait 2023, where President Bioga for come out today, if they pull him, and then we go pass inquiry for him against him and stuff. How long for that? And this is another case where they tell we. So when you go after them, when you go after them, where they left office, almost meaningless. Almost meaningless. So let we fight, let we find a way, we put the system in place where we prevent them from easily misappropriate funds. Because if somebody will not get any business for, say, now you go responsible, now your account and stuff, why they na the government account? When I sign, you go sign, and when you sign safe, you get people them before you reach before you reach now your desk for sign, you get people that we don't verify several things them before you see that final paper for sign up. But Salone, I believe say the minister, I go just pass a word, no due diligence, and nobody no go cross check nothing. Or the minister say. The next thing is, then just go put them before he sign. And some thinking some people that were supposed for even verify things them, they're not going to even see the paper because the minister say, oh no worry, I get this taken care of. That's it. You can't do that now, in an advanced country. When you do that in an advanced country, the next time the paper go yari bottom, and that make them call them whistleblower. So that person where him believe say now in country this and not go allow that, it tick him off. It definitely leak that information there where the paper and the paper then get waiting and call access to information. So if they don't go catch them, whistleblower, don't go say, oh now so the president do and stuff. Then get that information. The next thing now, then go to court and say they want for see particular information. Then do that with Trump. They ask Trump for show the transcript of a phone call with another president. They force him for sure. We go do that in Salone? Absolutely not. We know say if Trump, the court system, not for de like in America independent, but cutting and they enough for do them. But you don't get a choice for say, oh, I go do them and not they do them. No, you don't get a choice. The Constitution give the court the right for let them go after her. So me fumble them, we go tap na ya. Again, I want for say, Larry, the last set of comments, and let we tap na ya. So I want to say boku thank you again to Madam Bendu for the contribution, and Brother Richard, they said the article is one-sided as it should have made an attempt to reach out those people mentioned in the article. Absolutely, Brother Richard. I'm not going to say it one-sided. I could just say no more at this point if I don't reach out and try for get the other side of it. And what about reaching out the company to know their own side of story? Well, clearly, like I would say, this is not something we, yes, Again, if you check closely, and that's make I be sort of talk at one point, Brother Richard, where I be really push hard on the seditious libel law. So that law it talk a lot of things them where the journalists then they scared. So certain things then the way you do when you express interest, that libel law it end you aid when you dey Salone. Wetin it dey say? If you say anything or do anything for discredit the government, whether that thing dey na true or false, as long as the government in their own eyes see say you dey that thing they go discredit them, then go hold you it be criminal, then can charge you, then can lay criminal charges against you. Now that's that law they mean. So again, it not necessarily need for be false. I want for make it clear. It not necessarily need for be false accusation or allegation. And even if you get all the facts, and then the government still with them facts, then they see say if them facts then they come on ado, and the people them see the government in a different unfavorable way, because of that unfavorable outcome, then go levied criminal charges against you. So you see why it's dangerous for the people waiting at Salone for push and ask questions. So maybe this person is scared for go interview the company, for go interview the president, the vice president, for go interview the first lady. Because when you interview them, whether they answer you or not, that fact say, oh, I don't attempt for interview them, then decline and stuff, then they by itself go be considered, say, unfavorable to the government. And as a result of that, then get the option for levied the libel law against you. And one of the reasons this will make some of una will be join. I think it was last week where I talk say why President Bill wait till September of 2019 for let it table this a law for Pulam. Why he wait till now United Nations law where he know very well say it go affect with democracy. It go make the papers do not hold them accountable. And he say now the father of democracy in that country dey. So now some of them things say we they ask ourselves. And then one brother be called say, oh, it's better late than never. No. We not for lower the standard for we people the way they rule the country. We not beg them for let them take the position. Not to favor that they do for the Sierra Leoneans them. But we the very Sierra Leone people them now we they feel say now favor that they do for we. And when you think say, oh, you know what, let be careful, this person, if I say this, if I say that, it go vex, you know, do what they do because I favor they do for me. Now that kind of mentality that they affect the country. And if we want for like change, we don't see that in several other countries them. If we change, let things then change, let we all the people that we put that position accountable. Let we ask questions. Let we allow a system for they in place for able for ask them questions. So people that we really are they repeat this. People that way they feel say from the president take calm down a favor that they do for we, they're absolutely wrong. So from even Albert Magai Sheki come to Momo Stiasa First Bio, Tijan Kaba, and then Anes Baikoma, and now Second Bio. They're all in a job. Just like how you go apply for job. And then they give conditions of service. Say now this, if you follow. If you not follow that, and then conditions, then you're out of job. And we're so thankful now that democracy, so they not get for impose themselves for extended period on the people of Salone. So now job did they do. And we not compel them, not say Leonia, not go force them, say, oh, go apply for that job there, or we go give you. No. Now you say you able to do the job, given what you know, given the current situation, you say go fix them. Let we give you the job. You convince the Sierra Leoneans them, then give you the job. And now you want for let we turn back and send a favor you do we? The Amos will be vowed for that position there. Not to be then 16 for say, oh well, we not be get other policy where we come, so we decide for you because now you know the only policy. No. 16 people in them vow for that position there. So not to favor the president they do for Sierra Leoneans them. Not to favor. We they pay them. The people and they pay them. So why we they kind of say, oh, if they try, log and chance, let we did. No. The thing I go say is, let we cooperate with them. But usai necessary for call them to it, let we call them to things them. Let it fix them. Let we not begin say, if they try, if they this, if they that. No. It will be satisfactory. It will be great job. Yes, he's doing a great job. Now that's what they say. We not for say, oh, they try. Oh, wait in that. Wait in that. When we family and they are big, let we they think, even the one in a salon, let we they think in a 21st century way. That's all for the think. Let we not they think like who grandpa them and granny them way back. And they use their word here because during the term, now one party and they not get any other option and stuff, so they're stuck. No, God make the process though evolve. So we get multi-party system and we're not stuck with one party. We're not stuck with one person. Yes, absolutely. In 5 years, yes. But during the 5 years, let we all am accountable. If we deliver. We not say, oh, well, you know what, this person, this, that, get much experience, so let we allow for do on the job. No. We gain the job, the Salone people and gain the job with the expectation, say, a capable for fix things. So let we all enter that standard day of being capable of fixing things. So me fumble them, this is not an excuse for fight issues them. Not to excuse for take the country to the next level. Not to excuse at all. So dear, I beg, let me think the 21st century way. So me not care about political party, let we hold the people them where we put there to account. The president, the minister and whatnot. Not to party me na him responsible. So na him na the head. So na him go choose people them whether na APC, SLPP, C4C, whatever party for serve in cabinet. He don't choose them people in there. So now we need for let they all deliver. So if they not deliver, na in own responsibility as well, because na him then go assess after 5 years. Now, a responsibility for tell the people and say, the people that we are choose, now the best people them, and we don't deliver for now. Based on that, we want extension for 5 more years. Now that kind of thing they want for a year at the end of 2023. So dear me fambulem, I go tap here, and again I want to tell una boku tenki, but that way Salone de so. If we continue for they do APC versus SLPP, we're not going to solve the problems in that country day at all, me fumble them. And this today now October the 15th, 2019, what they say, if we continue, we not try for come together as one people, one country, and again I tell you, I say I like this slogan. This slogan it in place. One people, one country. We all now one people. We all now one country we live. We get without Mama Salone. So dear, let we solve issues them. as one people, one country. If we do that, we not solve issues them as SLPP or as APC or as C4C or as NGC. If we not solve issues then that way they, but solve them as one people, one country, but who of them things here we go will overcome. Yes, now challenges them. Now challenges them, absolutely. But the only way for overcome them challenges they are, now for let we all work together as one people. Now that only one country there. So my family man for tell una boku thank you for una join with tonight. I know say some of them topics here can be very heavy for some people them. But again, I don't know, the phone lines can be open, but to not get any call. But I'm glad you will una all join we and fambul them this corruption. You know, let us not just use them as a slogan. Oh, we they fight corruption. Oh, we they go after them and stuff. It's not supposed to be them versus us. It's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be the person where the law bet, they're able to prove, say, yes, the law don't bet them, it face the consequence. It's not supposed to be whether not APC, SLPP, NGC, C4C, whose political party, as long as the law bet you, it will affect you, regardless of whose political party you're affiliated with. So, but if we feel, say, the one way they in party A, oh, they're all perfect. The other party B, oh, they're all corrupt. So we where the party A, we for think say party B na then corrupt. So now they no more for go after. Corruption no go down at that country day. And it no go even minimize. And by God's grace, in the next 2 weeks or so, we go get the Millennium Corporation scorecard, where we go see how the current administration don't do in terms of the fight against corruption. And I saw they look forward for November, where that scorecard they go come out now do. And I go share it with you now. We'll look at all the highs and lows of the current administration. Of course, we know, say, the previous administration, I will don't share with you now the economic numbers them, plenty of the low points them we didn't get, I will don't share with you now. So we need now for move on, because we're not going to change the past, but we able for change what they do now. So we can able influence the present and the future. So let we make sure, say, we correct things them we're supposed for be corrected now. Let us not wait stay President Bill and in team commodity, and not to disrespect. To me, I feel, say, if we do them now, if we put the system in place for all them accountable, that will be, in fact, a better legacy. So now, under President Bill, this happened, that happened, and all the thing. Rather than say, oh, we fed one party, so what thing will happen? Like now with the fed, they say, na APC will they fed, na APC will they fed. So what thing will happen? And it possible, if APC come there, what thing will happen? Not to the same merry-go-round. Then waiting and go do now, then self go spend then time resources for go after SLPP. So now that want tit for tat. Now then they go push Salone go before. Like where people and they say, oh, they wait to own accommodate. We say if we don't turn go come. Why if for be so? Why when you did it, you not try for say, you know what? Our left here. Like, let we take example. Now, Ghana. J.J. Rollins, I mean, they read one article where they say, you know, get the interview, and they say, you know, get no foreign account. And that man not scared. With all where people and they criticize and waiting, it's still laying in Ghana waiting with. And I got no sign. And we all they see one picture where they go make round now social media, where him, J.J. Rollins, and John Kufuor, and Mahama, and they all sit down at one row. From different political parties, they sit down. But we now, when you call one party and against the other party, people then feel say na poison. Hey, boy, we all know one Sierra Leonean. So if not that way they would fight for push the country go before, now wrong method would they use so. It not go work. It not go work at all. Because that other person where you say you they go after because it belong to another party, where that party they come, rather than it move the country go before, it they go back to Atuna. It they go back for revenge. Because una don't inflict pain on them. Just like how it be happen. So if everybody they be a visual sort of cycle, waiting get for happen. So this person do me this, when me on turn cam, I turn and gam. And the person way you turn and give, so you turn and give and pass what you do you, instead get grudge. And what he go do now, instead when turn come, it turn and give back. Do me, I do you. So now that's make the appeal to me, brothers and sisters, them. We, the non-politicians, we boku past the politicians. Again, I go repeat this. Let we not allow the politicians them for continue for do what that they do, so for divide we. For use them party ideology. For make you feel say that your neighbor where you be don't get good time with. That your neighbor where you see as your friend regardless of in tribe or region where you come up from. You don't see as your good neighbor. As somebody where if you want to go somewhere, you go left you picking, let look after you picking them for you. But now people are they scared for do that. Because you feel say your neighbor na APC. And you na SLPP. Or your neighbor na SLPP, you na APC. So it go do something to you picking. Because una don't see yourself as enemy. How terrible that be. So family, do you have big? Let we try for push that country go before. And one way for push and go before, now for let we, that way they know we for. Let it come back. That tolerance level. Disagree with somebody and you still eat na the same plate with them. Because they disagree with the ideology, enough for make una enemy. And when we all look at things from a different perspective, it will even give you a better understanding of the issue. And then when they engage now, we all don't tackle them from a different perspective. So we will get a better way for tackle the entire issue. When we do that, Salone, it will rise. And I strongly believe say Salone will rise again. But now me and you too, therefore make that the possible for let Salone rise again. So Fambulem, I want to say again, boku thank you. As I can always say, me na somebody where I believe in God. So God pass all, na divine person, it forgive. So whatever they don't do to we, let we continue for pray to them. Pray for them. Let God change them in the right direction. I want to say boku thank you for una join we. Let God bless una with una family. Let God bless the entire VOS family. And we present us there where they give them time, the resources for talk about Salone issues and for push Mama Salone go before. I have to say boku thank you to una all. Let God continue for bless una. And me famble them, President Bill na the papa of the country. Whether we agree with him or not, let we still pray for him. Let we pray for him that anytime he sleep and wake, let think of the country first. And let God direct him at the right path, at the right direction. For let push the country go in the right direction. Because if he fail, guess what? Not only no more fail, and the country fail. And the country they go backward. So as a result, let we all pray and help him for let succeed. And part of that help there, now for tell him, say, he wrong. Usai, he wrong. Now for tell him, say, if they go in the wrong direction, Usai, we believe, say, if they go in the wrong direction. And that's not part of the helping process. For help him. That's not part of the assistance process. The supporting role, where we all capable, the one the way they close to him, and we in our social media, we don't need for cause. And plenty time we use aggression for put your case across, the message they lost, even if not serious message, not valuable message, it they lost. When you use aggression, they curse, they this, they that. No, it's not called for, fumble them. We can able to express ourselves in a better way, in a civilized way, where we not go curse. So dear, let we continue to do that. And let we pray for our president. Let God direct them and let God guide them all within cabinet and the judiciary. Let God touch their heart for let them do the right thing. And the people them were supposed to be the oversight organ of government, when at the legislature, and then they make law, and then also for all the executive accountable. Let God touch their heart and let them do the right thing for the people of Sierra Leone. And above all, the place where me and you to go always call home, when at the one great place, me you to know as the place where I believe saying heaven on earth. And I really mean that. Mama Salone. Let God bless Mama Salone. Me na Abdul Karim Kagbo. Until Thursday, where I go come back, I want to say thank you. And tomorrow, stay tuned for another episode of the health show where we Sister Salome, they come live to from Sierra Leone. Actually, it will broadcast from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and stay tuned tomorrow. The time na 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the one in Salone, it will be 7 o'clock on our time, and the one in UK, it will be 8 o'clock on our time. So I want to say boku thank you again to all the viewers family, the entire family. Again, mina Abdul Karim Kagbo. Until Thursday, we go build on a tata.
You can be my brother. You can be my friend.
Have you been looking for a place to get quality education but don't know how or where? Canadian College of Modern Technology, situated at 1 Silicon Hills, Mile 91, opposite former Camp Charlie, is the right place for you. Canadian College of Modern Technology, an affiliate of Jalai University, is a fully accredited college with a Tertiary Education Commission, TEC, and the National Commission for Technical, Vocational, Other Academic Awards, NCTVA. We provide world-class tertiary education in computer science, business administration, mass communication, business information technology, Microsoft Server Administration, networking, database administration, building and construction, and other professional courses. Apart from its conducive environment, which makes it suitable for learning, Canadian College of Modern Technology is proud of its experienced local and international staffs. Come and experience a transformational learning environment, fully equipped with CCTV cameras, a world-class electronic library with the latest iMac computers for collaborative learning and research, and access to high-speed internet service throughout the campus. And guess what? Canadian College of Modern Technology is the first college in Sierra Leone to operate the first educational purpose-only television and radio station for its mass communication students. Come and be part of this historic experience. We have reserved a space for you. You want to know more? CCMC provides 24 hours electricity from a solar harvest power supply system with a backup generator. This highly secure campus also have a canteen, student hostels with clean pipe-borne water. Canadian College offers many more amenities for our students to help make learning a good experience. For more information, contact us on these numbers: 079-630-407 or 099-140-208. If you want to succeed, Canadian College will exceed your expectations. Canadian College of Modern Technology, a place where career begins.